Hey, this is Stone Cold Steve Austin. What you gonna wanna do right now is put down your coffee and your alpha brain, and you're gonna wanna watch this video. And that's the bottom line, 'cause Stone Cold Steve Austin 1998 said so. How you doing, everybody? This is Clyde, and we are doing another promotional video for our podcast. We are going to review some more figures. You just saw one of them, Stone Cold Steve Austin, circa 1998. And first, I want to tell you a little bit about us, though. Clyde's Tomb is our podcast, and we talk about wrestling. We talk about old school wrestling. We talk about the WWE. We talk about TNA. We talk about the pay-per-views. Difference is, we talk about them. We don't have any hang-ups. We don't have to listen to anybody. We don't have to be accountable to anybody. I don't work for anybody. I don't want to work for anybody. I'm not looking for a job with anybody, so I can tell it like it is. Also, I was in the business, so I know a little bit of what I'm talking about. Check us out. We have fun. We give you expert opinions and commentaries. We're not a news site. We don't do rumors and all that kind of garbage. We might mention them here and there, but, you know, we don't claim to be analysts and reporters and all that kind of thing. And, oh yeah, you're looking at my kitchen right now. Don't worry, figures are coming up. And we don't pretend to do all that kind of stuff. We just analyze the shows. We tell you what went wrong, what they could do better, and we do it because we love the business. And we really want to see the business succeed. And when they do stupid stuff, we're going to call them on it. And when they do good stuff, hey, we're going to praise them for it. But in an attempt to get some people who may not stop by the podcast normally, what we're going to do is we're going to offer a video here where we're going to review some figures. So some people who wouldn't normally go to the podcast might see this video because they like figures, just like we do. They'll watch this review, and then they'll hear about the podcast, and they'll go and listen to it. Now, easiest way to get to the podcast, just go to iTunes. Excuse me, I got to switch my hand here. And just go to iTunes and search Clyde's Tomb. It'll pop right up. You can subscribe to it. And every time I do one, which isn't every week, but we're trying, over the summer we didn't do very many. Back during the spring and the winter, we did them more often. We're going to start doing them more often again, and we're actually going to do more stuff on YouTube. We're actually going to put together a YouTube channel in the future. But just to tell you, we don't do them every week, but we are going to start doing them quite often. And whenever we do one, if you subscribe, I don't want to sound like Michael Cole here. You know the deal. A little number 1 will pop up on your icon to let you know that we have just done one. Now, if you don't use iTunes, then you can just go to our host site, Buzzsprout, and you can access all of our podcasts through that, and there will be a link in the description here for that as well. Also, there's going to be a link to our Twitter account, which is at Clyde's Tomb, and we don't often live tweet during Raw or SmackDown or TNA or a pay-per-view because I don't see them all, firsthand. But if I am available, I will live tweet, and we do tweet throughout the week. Funny stuff and funny pictures and things of that nature. So you might want to check us out that way and tell some friends. And so that is the scoop. That's all the plugs out of the way. So let's take a look at some figures that I recently picked up. They're not recent figures, but I recently picked them up at Ringside Collectibles, or also known as WrestlingFigures.net. And that's where you want to go to get your figures. They're good guys there, and they have good prices. There are other wrestling mega stores, you know what I mean, on the internet, but their prices can be a little high sometimes. So Ringside Collectibles is where you want to go. All right, let's take a look at the first one I got here now. This is a Stone Cold Steve Austin. Pretty much the way he looked in 1998. I got this loose because I saved $10 on it. And I picked it up loose because I would have opened it anyway. So, I mean, why not save the money? And you got to open your figures. I mean, when you display them, they just look a lot better when you do that. And you can see he's got the Attitude Era title there, which was known. It was called the Big Eagle a lot. I don't hear it called that much anymore. It's mostly called the Attitude Era title now, but it was a very sharp belt. You don't get, it doesn't get a lot of praise, I should say, because it was kind of the first belt that guys stopped wearing around their waist and started just dragging or throwing over their shoulders. And when it was on TV, it was dull a lot. But it was actually a pretty sharp looking belt. And then he's holding his custom championship belt. So this figure comes with 2 belts. That's always a plus. Gotta love the belts. And of course, this was his custom Smoking Skull championship belt that he had made. And I am not a big fan of customized belts by any stretch, but this one has a skull on it, so how could it not be cool? And there you see, it's a pretty good likeness of Austin. And on the back, you have the red skull. It says Redneck. I don't remember him wearing the red all that much. He's more famous for the black and white, of course. Move this out of the way. There you see it says 316. And there you get a good look at his cattle skull. State of Texas tattoo on his leg. Got the knee pads and the braces. His little black boots. And of course, like most of the... This is an Elite. And it is a Ringside Collectibles Elite. And they still have some loose ones and they still have some boxed ones. So you might want to go over there and get them. But much like all the other Elites, it's very articulated. And I think it's a very cool figure, and it'll be a cool addition to any collection. Not a huge fan of the Attitude Era, but if there's one thing from the Attitude Era I like, it's Stone Cold. Alright, and here we have a Big Show circa 2006. Now this figure did not come out in 2006, but it's made to look like how he looked in 2006. And I bought this figure because this is pretty much how he looked like in 2004 as well when he was US champion. And I just happened to have, back him up there, an extra US heavyweight title. So we're going to put that on him. And now he's free to go lose to John Cena and start John Cena's mega run. And this championship actually is a custom one by a man named Andro6657 on eBay. You want to look him up. He makes these customized championship belts and he does a great job with them. He's a great eBayer and he sells them like 6 for $20. You can't go wrong. And so that is, and pretty much what happened to the Big Show a lot back then. He was on his back looking at the lights. But that is the Big Show circa 2006, but basically circa probably like 2002 till whatever, through 2006. Didn't change his look a whole lot. And the last one we got is the Trish Stratus Elite 24. And I got this because I don't have any girls in my collection yet, and there aren't very many I would want, but she is one of them. And it comes with a belt, so of course, got to have that one. And it's a pretty good likeness of her, and basically this was the outfit she wore in her heyday. And that's a pretty cool Rey Mysterio, and I might pick that one up, and we might do that one next time. So these are some figures I bought recently. They're really cool. Check out that guy I told you who makes the custom belts, Andro6657 on eBay. Check out Ringside Collectibles.com or WrestlingFigures.com. Basically, it's the same site. And check out Clyde's tomb. Stand up, Stone Cold. I know you got bad knees, but jeez. And there'll be links in the description on how you can get to Clyde's tomb. Thanks for watching.